ladies and gentlemen, to Before and After the Podcast, episode 105, with your host, truly, as always, Queen Krazy K. Be sure, if you haven't already, watched live phone, subscribe on both Instagram and YouTube for any updates. Check out my 3-week episode of podcast that I just got from doing 104, and check out this episode 105, covering over the last 2 weeks. I did a WrestleMania recap. I talked about the draft coming up. I talked about Backlash coming up. I talked about this past Raw and SmackDown. Additional WWE Live and NXT AEW information, my own opinions and thoughts. I want to thank about the situation, including episode podcast with the shows and things and etc. like that. So be sure to have a look out on updates and watch and enjoy that of that episode podcast. But this is over the last 2 weeks episode of 105. And thank you guys who have already been watching live and phone screen to support me and my channel. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that. Shout out to you guys. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. So let's talk about the Pat McAfee show as Mr. Hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up, 16-time WWE champion. My favorite of all time. It got me started watching wrestling and wanting to be in wrestling in the first place. No other than himself, John Cena. Without only was on Fox sure what she's